When I was a child, I had one teacher tell me I was lazy, and I had another one tell me I didn't know how to follow instructions. Well, they're both dead now, and I'm still here, so I guess I'm doing something right. I bring this up as a way of introducing the fact that I'm preparing to do a SaddleSore 1000, one of those iron butt rides. Now, I'm not the type of person who cares about getting some random certificate and having to pay for it to boot, but I am someone who loves a random challenge. And the way I look at it, there's no better random challenge than forcing yourself to ride 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? For me, the idea of riding the SaddleSore 1000 is both a way of combating laziness, which I'm starting to feel a little bit as the summer drags on a little bit and I don't have any real plans, and, part of me just wants to sit around and watch movies. And the other thing is to challenge myself to be better about following instructions. It's true, I'm really not all that great about following instructions, which is weird because most of my day involves creating instructions. I'm a software developer and that's what I do. But I create them, I don't have to follow them, which is great. The challenge for me in doing something like a SaddleSore 1000 isn't so much the physical aspect of it, riding 1,000 miles in 24 hours. I'm pretty sure I can handle that, but I'm not 100% sure. The challenge really comes in following the rules. I'm fucking terrible at following rules, which I guess goes back to the whole I'm lousy at following instructions. They're the same thing, right? I don't know, I didn't read the rules. My point is, the SaddleSore 1000 is going to be more of a exercise in following instructions than it is on any sort of physical endurance. You have to get receipts for all of your gas stops. You have to get signatures at the beginning and the end of the ride. You've got to be pretty meticulous about documenting the fact that you actually did 1,000 miles in less than 24 hours, because apparently there are people out there in this world who will cheat. Did you know that? It's true. So, I'm working on a plan to do the SaddleSore 1000. Originally, I was planning on doing it next week, and I still might. However, I have a friend who just informed me that he would very much like to join me, but he's had a bit of a mishap and will be physically unable to join me until probably mid-August. I'm absolutely willing to wait until mid-August to have this friend join me, so it's either going to be next week or probably mid-August, who knows? The point is, I'm absolutely 100% committed to doing it, and I've already got the maps and all that stuff laid out. I've got all my stops marked, and I know times between fuel stops, and I know where I can rest and all that stuff. None of it's going to make a difference because I know I'm going to screw this thing up within the first 5 minutes. I just know it. There's a very good chance I'll forget to get that initial signature in whatever photograph I need to get. There's a good chance when I leave at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm definitely going to forget to get that first gas receipt. And then I'm sunk. It's not all 100% within my control to screw up. The bike I'm choosing to do this SaddleSore 1000 extravaganza is going to be my brand new 2027 Moto Guzzi V7 TT Travel. It is, on paper, the perfect bike for this challenge. It's super comfortable, it's got amazing fuel range, and it looks like $1 million. Not that that really makes a difference, but hey, it is what it is. Problem is, I don't even have possession of that bike right now. It's in the shop having a weird rattling issue taken care of. It seems to be coming from my right cylinder, I don't know. I'll cut in a little video here, you can listen and tell me if you think I'm absolutely losing my mind or if this is a real problem. I thought it was a real problem enough to take it in to have it looked at. Plus, when you hear it in person and it echoes in your helmet, it really actually kind of hurts your ears after a while. So I'm hoping it's nothing. I'm hoping they take care of it. I'm not really stressed about it. But it does, bring up the reliability question of a brand new Moto Guzzi that's only got, well, it's got 1,700 miles on it so far. But, you know, I haven't had the best luck with Moto Guzzis lately. I mean, I had the V7 since November and had to trade it in because I was looking at an extensive time away from it because it needed a whole new top end rebuilt. My original V85 had its share of problems too. And so, you know, am I 100% sold on the reliability of Moto Guzzi motorcycles right now? Not really, but my old V85 did make it across America and back with minimal problems. Anyway, enough about that. I reached out to folks on my Instagram. And by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, give me a follow over there. It's a good time. I post all kinds of stupid stuff over there. It used to be pictures of my dog. Now it's almost exclusively motorcycles. Anyway, I reached out to folks on my Instagram asking for tips, and I got a lot of great ones, you know, tips on when and what to eat and, you know, stay hydrated and all that stuff. Suggestions on what to bring with me, what to pack, tools, and all that stuff. But I'm wondering if there are folks out there who have done this SaddleSore 1000 challenge and have either succeeded or failed. I'd be interested in hearing your story in the comments because honestly, I could use all the help I can get. I really want to do this, and I want it to be successful. If it crashes and burns, then, well, I'll get a good video out of it, but I'll be kind of disappointed. Hey, Sabatino Moto. Hey, Eric. People that I've talked to in my non-motorcycle sphere have asked me why the heck I would want to do this. And the answer really is, you know, it's a challenge. It doesn't mean anything. I'm not saving babies over here. I'm just going for a long motorcycle ride to see if I can do it, and also to see if my motorcycle can handle it. And I think it's kind of fun. Whether or not I even submit the paperwork in the end is almost irrelevant to me. I probably will, because why the hell not? Well, I guess it costs money. But I just think accepting random challenges sometimes, like, you know, riding back and forth across the country or doing an iron butt or whatever it is that you find challenging, I just think it keeps you sharp, and for me it makes me happy. It makes me happy to accomplish something, even especially when that something is just stupid. I get more joy out of accomplishing random challenges like an iron butt than I do, you know, writing a nice line of code at work. I still like my work, but I get a different kind of satisfaction out of completing a challenge that really makes no difference and people just don't get. That to me is kind of fun. I don't know. Anyway, while I have you here, I wanted to tell you a little bit about some things I've been working on and some channel changes that may or may not happen. I don't know. As far as the stuff that I'm working on a nice 15,000, maybe it'll be 16,000 mile review after 1 year of ownership on the Himalayan 450. Pretty in-depth. I'm going to talk about all the good, all the not so great, and stuff I'd love to see Royal Enfield improve in the future. While I'm not an expert and I'm no fuzzy biker, I do think I have enough miles and time under my belt on this bike now to give you all a pretty honest and fairly thorough idea of what it's like to own this bike. Secondly, I'm working on an initial 2,000 or so mile review on the V85 TT Travel, the brand new 2027 one. Look for that coming up soon. As soon as the bike's out of the shop and I know whether or not that thing is fixed, I'll get to work on that, and we'll talk about it one way or the other. Thirdly, and y'all probably could have seen this one coming, I'm replacing my V7. If you don't know the story, I bought a Moto Guzzi V7 Sport back in November. I absolutely flat out fell in love with it. It ended up needing a whole new top end, which was going to be done under warranty, but was going to take a little while. And at the same time, the brand new V85 hit the showroom. So I decided to just sort of swap them out. And now I've got, obviously, the V85, and I don't have the V7. But I made a pledge to myself that as soon as I could, I was going to replace that V7 Sport with a brand new one, probably of a different color. Well, I'm finally replacing it, but not with the Moto Guzzi. It's not that I'm feeling down about the Moto Guzzi brand. It's just that, you know, I've had 3 brand new ones now over the past couple of years, and none of them have come out of the factory without some sort of problem. And I need a break. At the same time, my friend has a bike that he let me ride the other day and didn't tell me until after I rode it that it was for sale. During the ride, I absolutely 100% fell in love with it. Like, it was my V7 Sport on steroids. It's a lot like the V7, but nothing against Moto Guzzi. The quality of this bike is off the charts. Just completely off the charts. Anyway, I'm traveling tomorrow to buy that bike off my friend. I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you're on my Instagram, you might already kind of know. But that's what I'm doing tomorrow, so there'll be a third bike in the garage, and I don't want 3 bikes in the garage. So at some point at the end of the summer, I'm going to have to do something. Really, right now, there's only one option. I hate to even talk about it. Lastly, and this is just, I'm just throwing this out there. When I started this channel way back, even before it was a motorcycle channel, it was a scooter channel based on my Vespa GTS. I had this whole bug thing going, and, you know, when I turned it into a motorcycle channel, I called it BugMoto and all that stuff, and that's all fine and good. But I gotta be honest with you, I really fucking hate that name. I have since pretty much day one. I kept it around because the channel grew faster than I thought it was gonna, and I made stickers. I'm wearing a fucking BugMoto t-shirt right now. At some point, I don't know, maybe after this riding season, I'm just gonna completely revamp the branding of the site and the name. And I'm looking for something catchy. I'm looking for something that really focuses on what I want this channel to be. I want this channel to be focused on motorcycle journeys. That's why I probably won't feature the bike I'm buying tomorrow much on this channel at all, because it really doesn't fit necessarily the category of a journey bike like the Himalayan does and like my V85 TT does. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I want to sort of swap it up and really focus on what I'm doing here and change the branding to something that makes sense. The whole whatever moto thing, it's played. It's completely played out. It has been for years, and I'm just kind of sick of it. And like I said, I never liked it really in the first place, and I just kind of went with it when the channel started growing. Never really thought much about it, but the more I think about it, the more I have to tell people, you know, I run BugMoto, and they always say, "Are you BugMoto?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I am. I wish it was Tim or something." Wish it were like Tim's Motorcycle. I'm not named Tim. I don't know. So anyway, I'm going to be looking for some names, and at some point, and if someone comes up with a name that they want to propose to me and I use it, well, I'll send you some merch once the new merch is completed. It's quite the promise, huh? You brand my entire channel and I'll send you a t-shirt. That sounds fair. Anyway, I'm off tomorrow, like I said, to go pick up a new to me bike, and I'll have a full report, at least one video on that, when Ladybug and I get back. It's going to be quite the little adventure. So I'll catch you on the flip side, and hopefully there'll be more to talk about the SaddleSore 1000 as the days progress. See ya. Stay safe.